Hello, today I'd like to show you a quick and easy way to duplicate an arm from animated character to create a smearing effect. For this demonstration, I am using the Malcolm rig, which is provided freely by the online animation school NN School. You can go to their website, nnschool.com, and go to the characters page and fill out an agreement, and they will send you an email with a link to the rig file. Malcolm is available for both Maya and Softimage, so that's pretty cool. It's a shame you don't see many character rigs available for Softimage, because Softimage is an awesome program. But anyways, so here I have animated Malcolm's arm really quickly, just for the purpose of this demonstration. Originally, I wanted to have him like snap his fingers, but I couldn't get it to work at all, and I didn't want to spend too much time dwelling on it. So what we have here will suffice. So anyways, before we can start tweaking the character rig, we have to make sure that it is not a referenced rig. So if it is referenced, we need to go to menu, file, reference editor, and make sure that we import objects from reference, so that the rig is local. Right, and next we will unlock the layer geometries so that we can select the geometries in the viewport. Now with the body selected, I will go into component mode, face, and select the whole arm, which is what I want to duplicate, and then go into polygons menu, edit mesh, and duplicate face, and go to the option box. Alternatively, I can just shift right click on the arm and get to it in the marking menu. Open up the option box and make sure that we have select separate duplicated faces selected, and we'll leave the offset at 0 and just hit duplicate. Exit the manipulator. Scrub through the timeline to make sure the duplicated arm is inheriting all the proper deformation of the original body geometry. And next we will open up the outliner, zoom in on the duplicated arm, and I'll give this duplicated arm a name. It's always a good idea to name things as soon as you create them, so they don't create confusion later down the road. So arm dupe 01, and then we can animate this arm to create the offset, but we don't want to animate it from the world origin where this new arm is currently located, because that would be painful. So what we will do is we want to first of all group it a couple times, 3 times to be exact, and then this top group we will constrain it to the shoulder so that it pivots from it. So I'll give this guy a name too, shoulder pivot. And in the viewport, I had previously turned off the nerves curves visibility, so I'll turn that back on, and then I'll select the upper arm control, going to object mode, select the upper arm control, and the outliner Control select the shoulder pivot to add to selection, and then create a parent constraint with maintain offset turned off. Once we've created a constraint, we'll see the group is not aligned to the shoulder control, but the arm has jumped to a different place. So the next thing we want to do is we want to invert the offset so we can bring this arm back to its proper location. But we don't want to create a constraint on the arm itself, because that will kind of defeat the purpose of creating this shoulder pivot. So instead, we will create a reference on which to apply the constraints to. So I'll use a locator. So create a locator. I'll give this locator a name, geo pivot reference, and then I will parent this locator to the shoulder pivot, and then constrain it to the original geometry, parent constraint, again with the maintain offset unchecked. Next, I will pipe through the local transforms information, the values, to the group immediately above the arm, the duplicated arm geometry. Now I was just thinking I don't really need 3 groups, I can just have 2 groups. So I'll get rid of this guy here. I'll pipe through the local transforms values to the duplicated geometries. So to do that, I need to open up the connection editor, which is on the window general editor, connection editor. Load the duplicated arm mesh to the right and the locator to the left, and just connect both translate and rotate. Once we do that, we'll see the duplicated arm has jumped back to its proper location. Now we can use the group that's above it. We'll name this group 2. I'll call it control arm dupe 01. I can animate this control group to animate the offset. So that's what I'll do now. I'll just lay down some keys. I'll key it once before the arm starts moving, and once again when it settles into the key post. And then in between, I'll just animate the offset like this. I'll do the same thing for the second motion. You can scale it That looks pretty good, I think. I don't know. Let's play it. Let's let me turn off the control or the nerves curves visibility because we don't need that anymore. And let's play the animation to see what it looks like at this point. It looks okay. And now I will select the control group, which I've just hand animated the offset, and then I will duplicate it with the duplicate special. Going to the option box and group on the parent. Parent is fine. Make sure we check duplicate input connections so that all the keys that we have here and all the connections that we've made to the mesh gets duplicated as well. And then just hit duplicate special. Double check that the new arm is working as expected. And next I will parent this newly duplicated control group to the first control group, so that essentially whatever offset that I have hand key to the first group will have double effects on the second duplicated arm. Let me see. Copy. Duplicate special. Not really happy with the offset, so I'll key it again. Okay. Duplicate this guy and then parent it to the first control group. Okay. That looks decent enough. And for this a second duplicated arm, let me just I'll get rid of some of these faces. So I'll do that for the first duplicated arm too. There. Let's play the animation back. That looks okay. Next thing I'll do is I'll give the duplicated arms a little bit of transparency. So I'll open up the Hypershade by going into Window, Rendering Editors, and Hypershade. And in here, I'll find the skin shader. Any of them will do, I guess. Just duplicate the shader a couple of times and assign each of the duplicated shaders to each of the duplicated arms. So just assign material to selection, and then what happened to the other arm? It's still there. That's kind of weird. Assign material to selection there, and then give each of the shaders a little bit of transparency. Like that. And then I'll turn off the back face, turn on the back face calling. There. Let's play back the animation to see what it looks like. That's pretty cool. Alright, well, that's the end of the tutorial. I hope it's helpful for you, and I look forward to seeing it put to use in your next animation exercise. Alright, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.